Hello, and welcome to your December labor market update for the 26 counties of Northwest Minnesota. My name is Cameron Mocht, and I'm the Regional Analysis and Outreach Manager for the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development. Over the next couple minutes, I will cover the latest labor market updates and provide some insights into changing economic conditions across the region. If you have any questions, please feel free to check our website and reach out to our team for more information. Minnesota's unemployment situation improved from October to November as people came back into the labor market, especially those who are self-employed. Minnesota's seasonally adjusted unemployment rate dropped again in November, down to 4.4% from 4.6% in October. However, this data was gathered before November 21st, when in-person service at restaurants and bars was temporarily paused and fitness and entertainment centers were temporarily closed to slow the spread of the virus. Not seasonally adjusted, Northwest Minnesota's rate ticked up to 4% in November, the first time the region's rate had increased since April, when it peaked at 8.3%. The region's rate had been dropping since then, and it is still lower now than it was in March, when it was 4.9%. However, it is higher than it was last November, when it was near historically low levels at 3.7%. At the regional level, Northwest tied for the second highest rate of the 6 planning regions in the state, ahead of only Northeast at 4.8%. Due to a very seasonal economy, Northwest Minnesota is home to many of the highest unemployment rates in the state, including Mahnomen County, which was the highest of all 87 counties at 6.6% in November of 2020. Clearwater, Cass, Morrison, and Lake of the Woods were all also above 5.5% in November. In contrast, rates were lowest in Traverse, Stevens, and Clay County, which were all below 3%. 25 of the 26 counties in the region saw an increase in unemployment rate from October to November, with only Kittson seeing a decline. In comparison to last year, 18 of the 26 counties have an unemployment rate that is higher this November compared to November of 2019. The biggest increase was in Mahnomen. In sum, this represents just over 12,000 unemployed workers, which is down from a peak of around 24,000 workers in April and May, but up compared to about 11,400 workers last November. As the construction season winds down, other seasonal influences come into play, and the coronavirus was spreading in the region and the state. Initial claims for unemployment insurance started to rise. Initial claims doubled from October to November, up from 4,600 to 9,295 in Northwest Minnesota. Likewise, continued claims went up for the first time since surging in April. This increase was expected, both due to the typical seasonal fluctuations and the changing virus situation. Continued claims are twice as high as they were at this time last year. DEED released new 2018 to 2028 employment projections for regions at the beginning of December, providing some insight into how economic conditions were expected to change in Northwest Minnesota, though these were created prior to the pandemic and do not take 2020 data into account. Northwest was expected to add about 8,300 jobs from 2018 to 2028, a 3.2% increase. That was the third slowest growth rate of the 6 regions in the state, with Central leading the way at 7%, followed by the Twin Cities at 5.3%. However, the lion's share of the employment growth is projected to be in the Twin Cities metro area, which should account for over 100,000 of the 150,000 new jobs in the state. The region could grow faster, but is constrained by a tight labor market and projected labor force declines. Still, 15 of the 20 industries in the region are expected to add jobs in the next decade. This includes huge gains in healthcare and social assistance, construction, public administration, administrative support and waste management services, accommodation and food services, and educational services. The region's strong wholesale trade, retail trade, and agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting sectors are also expected to grow. In contrast, the region is expected to see some job losses in manufacturing, as well as information and arts, entertainment, and recreation, which has been hit hard during the COVID-19 recession. Healthcare and social assistance has become even more important to Northwest Minnesota's economy during the coronavirus pandemic, providing critical services to the region's population. Doctors, nurses, therapists, aides, assistants, and all healthcare workers continue to work and focus on other people's health, even at the risk of their own. The value of this contribution, economic or not, is invaluable and has served to strengthen Minnesota's fight against COVID-19. With an annual average of more than 39,000 jobs in 2019, healthcare and social assistance is the largest employing industry in northwest Minnesota, accounting for 17.6% of total jobs. The healthcare industry added more than 10,000 jobs over the past 20 years, accounting for almost half of the region's job growth since 2000. According to DEED's newly released 2018 to 2028 Employment Outlook, healthcare and social assistance is again projected to provide nearly half of the region's job growth. This includes rapid growth at medical and diagnostic laboratories, outpatient care centers, home health care services, community care facilities for the elderly, and offices of other health practitioners, as well as large numbers of new jobs at hospitals, individual and family services, and offices of physicians. Only two subsectors are expected to see job declines: nursing care facilities and vocational rehabilitation services. This means that many healthcare-related occupations are both in demand now and should remain that way into the future. DEED's newly released Occupations in Demand tool shows that there are 25 healthcare-related occupations near the top of the list in northwest Minnesota. Job seekers looking to get into the healthcare field will find a variety of opportunities with a range of typical educational requirements. Several of the jobs hiring now can be started with a high school diploma and some on-the-job training, while others require vocational training, an associate's degree, or a graduate or professional degree. DEED and CareerForce are mobilizing resources to help laid-off workers move into these high-demand healthcare occupations, all of which are projected to have future demand as well. For more information, reach out to your local CareerForce location. For more information about regional labor market conditions, contact DEED's Regional Analysis and Outreach Team. For more information, go to www.mn.gov/deed/data. Thanks, and have a great month.